NTA, you can't beat the rich. Nigeria, a nation of great people. Different tribes and languages, yet we are united in our diversity. All over the world, Nigerians are known to be very hardworking and resilient people. In our history as a nation, there have been many storms, but just like the eagle, we always soar very high above the storms. Together, as a nation, we stood against Ebola virus disease in 2014, and we conquered. Together as a nation, we shall stand against COVID-19, and we shall surely triumph. Let's do our part as citizens, obey the health authorities, stay at home, practice social distancing and proper hygiene. When this is over, and very soon it will be, we shall dance again at the Calabar Carnival, the Eyo Festival, Celebration, Ojudioba Festival, and Aragongo Festival. When this is over, and very soon it will, we shall flock the beaches again. We shall attend our music concerts again. We shall invite the world once again at the Lagos City Marathon. When this is over, and very soon it will be, we can return to our hustle and bustle. We will gather at our churches and mosques. We shall return to our schools and institutions. Our hope is alive. We are Nigeria, and together we shall rise again. Nigeria Film Corporation, powering possibilities.
Coronavirus, where the nickname na COVID-19, it not be big man who sickness, so if it catch anybody.
Security takes after bandits in Evil Forest in Katsina rescue 80 Islamia students and 4 others in Mahuta. United Nations gives pats on the back to the Buhari administration for safe return of GSSS Kankara students. And Minister of Transportation inspects progress of work at train stations. This is Panorama. I am Tessie Omeri. You're welcome. And as security operatives foiled attempted abduction of 80 pupils of an Islamia school in Mahuta village of Dandume local government area of Katsina State, the Katsina Police Command says security are still searching for the forest for possible arrest of the bandits who escaped with bullet wounds. Awal Haliru reports that all the rescued pupils have been handed over to their parents.
The students of Hizbul Rahim Islamia School were returning from a Maulud celebration in the neighboring village when they ran into the bandits who had earlier kidnapped 4 victims and rustled 12 cows from Namore village in Funtua local government area, trying to escape into the forest.
We got the information and I directed the area commander Funtua to mobilize available policemen with him, PUF-ADA, PMF men, the military, and then the vigilante men. So they gave them a hot chest, and in the gun bottle that ensured they were forced to abandon not only the 4 people they earlier kidnapped at Tampaure, and the cows also they stole. Okay. They also, in the confusion, could not go along with those puppies from that Islamia school. Okay. And all of them were rescued.
Some of the rescued victims who explained their ordeal said they were all rescued safely and now at home.
They forced us to run into the forest, but we refused. We were slapped several times.
We trek a long distance before we return home.
The village head of Mahuta and other community leaders said upon receiving the information on the kidnapping, they immediately notified security operatives.
To rescue all of our child at least they rescued 86 people, and none of them had missed or injured.
After a successful security operation, all the rescued students and the 4 kidnapped victims have since been handed over to their parents. In Katsina, Awal Halliru, NTA News.
The United Nations has commended the efforts of the Buhari-led administration in the rescue operations that led to the release of the abducted Kankara schoolboys. Adebola Brooks-Lee Sunday reports that the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said this in a message released by his spokesperson to the United Nations in New York.
Secretary General welcomes the release on the 17th of December of some of the children who were abducted from a secondary school in Katsina State, Nigeria, on the 11th of December. He commends the swift action taken by the Nigerian authorities to rescue the children and calls for the immediate and unconditional release of those who remain abducted. He stresses the importance that the released children and their families are provided with the necessary health and psychosocial support. The Secretary General calls for increased efforts to safeguard schools and educational facilities in the country, and reiterates the solidarity and commitment of the United Nations to supporting the government and people of Nigeria in their fight against terrorism, violent extremism, and organized crime.
Similarly, the front runner for the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, also described the return of the schoolboys as wonderful news, adding that it is time to revive the Return of Safe School initiative, implement it comprehensively to protect the Nigerian child. And in the meantime, the Progressives Governors Forum has also celebrated the